Welcome to the Piazza di Spagna, again, major tourist attraction. The steps, the Spanish steps, were actually built in the 18th century. There's a fountain here that's also the center of the attraction, since it featured in many of Fellini's movies. From the Piazza di Spagna, there is a road called the Via dei Condotti. That's a major, absolutely major road for some heavy-duty shopping. Bulgari, Gucci, Missoni, Dior, whatever money can buy, it's here to be found. There's absolutely no reason why we are filming this other than showing it to you how beautifully this cake looks. In Italy, as you noticed, everything is about design. All the beautiful shop windows, the way people dress, the sunglasses, they all speak about a very high sensitivity to what beautiful is and what design is all about. To my left is a house where Keats Shelley, the English poet, used to live, and he died here as well at age 26. And to my right is the building. It's the building where the Bertolucci movie Besieged was filmed. There is Via dei Condotti. Let's go, let's do some damage. Line up to get into Prada. Miuccia is here. Now we are on Via del Corso. We just exited from Via dei Condotti, the big shops. And now we are reducing our expectations a little bit because Via del Corso is also a shopping district, but it's a lot more modest when it comes to prices. You can still find quality stuff, but your expectations have to be a lot lower. And behind me you can find the monument for Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of Italian unification. You can look at that. Now the Italians don't really like this monument. They think of it as a typewriter or as a wedding cake. However, it's not an old monument. It was erected at the beginning of the 20th century. Behind me is the Forum Romanum, the old forum where the political life of ancient Roman emperors and councillors actually happened. You can go directly from the Colosseum into the Forum Romanum and get out in the monument for Victor Emmanuel II. It's a nice walk, not too long, but try to avoid doing this in the noon hours as there's absolutely no shade for you to escape to. We arrived at the very first station of the Forum. This is the Arch of Constantine. The Arch of Constantine is an arch of triumph celebrating Constantine, the emperor's triumph over his rivals. It was built around the 350 Anno Domini. That's when Constantine actually reigned in this territory. Later on he moved his entire port to Constantinople, which we today call Istanbul. Look at this arch for a second. Does this arch remind you of something? Well, it was Napoleon who loved to imitate these triumphant arches since he compared himself to ancient Roman emperors. Everybody who comes to Rome and visits the Colosseum must start first with this beautiful monument that celebrates the triumph of one emperor who introduced and made Christianity legal in the Roman Empire. Early in the morning, we are going to downtown to see St. Peter. But look, all the architecture is like Monaco. So you can find these tiny little restaurants that are getting ready for lunch. You're very close to a residential area. This is the street where we are living. But if you look into that direction, you'll see how close we are to the Vatican City, to St. Peter. That's the cupola of the dome of St. Peter's Basilica. And soon we will be there. So let's go. You can see that this was restored by the Pope Clement XI. It says right here, Clement XI, Pontifex Maximus, restored this fountain in 1713. We start with the Bernini columns. These buildings here on the side are also related somehow to the Vatican, although they are not directly part of it. Administrative buildings, government buildings, buildings for secretaries that belong to the Vatican. They are people with high, middle, and lower positions who work in these buildings. It's only 11:30, but it's about 35 degrees. So always remember to take water with you. You don't always have to buy the water. Just take a bottle of water and fill it up in the numerous fountains as you walk along it. Finally, you arrive at the St. Peter's Square, which is already a Vatican territory. As soon as we step onto the Vatican Square, we're no longer in Italy. See? I'm no longer in Italy. Here we are, in front of this magnificence, this architectural triumph. Why is St. Peter so important? And why do we actually call this the St. Peter Basilica? We call this the St. Peter Basilica because it is built on the very tomb of St. Peter, on the very location where St. Peter was buried in about 60 or 67 anni ago.
Fatto un'edizione nuova, quella là va a tesori.